we'll construct a probability distribution and a histogram on this problem. So we have let x be a random variable that represents the sum of when two six-sided dice are rolled. So roll these two dice. What is the sum of those? Make a table and draw a histogram showing the probability distribution of x, okay? So for the x, to get a 2, there's only one way I can get a 2 by adding the dice up, and that is if I get a 1 and a 1. That adds up to be 2. So there's one way that I can get a 2. And there's 36 ways that I could roll that dice. Let me go back and show you this from an earlier video where these are the 36 ways you could roll 2 dice, the outcomes for that. So there's 1 out of 36 that could give me the sum of 2. Okay, so how could I roll a 3? Well, I could get a 1 and a 2, this, or I could get a 2 and a 1, or I could get, well, that's it. There's 2 ways, right? There are 2 ways that I could get that out of 36. All right, so on the first one, I have 1 out of 36. That would be a p of x. This would be 2 out of 36, and 2 out of 36 would reduce to 1 over 18. Okay, then what ways can I get a 4? I can get a 1 and a 3 and a 1, or a 2 and a 2. So there are 3 ways I can get a 4. So that is 3 out of 36, and 3 out of 36 reduces to 1 over 12. Okay, now sometimes it's just easier to look at this chart here. If the next one is 5, I could get a 5 by rolling a 1 and a 4, a 2 and a 3 and a 2, or a 4 and a 1. Notice this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ways that I can get a 5. That is 4 out of 36, which reduces to 1/9. Okay, for 6, looking at my chart again, I could get a 1 and a 5, a 2 and a 4, a 3 and a 3, a 4 and a 2, or a 5 and a 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 ways I can get a 6. So that's 5 out of 36, and that doesn't reduce. All right, how can I get a 7? To get a 7, I could get 6 and 1, 5 and 2, 3 and 4, 4 and 3, 5 and 2, or 6 and 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways. 6 ways out of 36 will reduce to 1/6. Okay, for 8, let's see, to get an 8, I could do 2 and 6, 3 and 5, 4 and 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 ways to get an 8. 5 out of 36 does not reduce. 4 and 9, I have 6 and 3, 5 and 4, 4 and 5, 5 and 4, or 6 and 3, 3 and 6, I said it backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 ways out of 36. 4 out of 36 becomes 1/9. For 10, you get 6 and 4, 5 and 5, and 4 and 6. 1, 2, 3. 3 ways out of 36. 3 out of 36 is 1/12. And then 11, I could get 1, 5 and 6, or 6 and 5. So that's 2 ways. 2 out of 36 reduces to 1 over 18. And then for 12, there's only one way I can get a 12, a 6 and a 6. So that is 1 out of 36. Now, the thing about this p of x here, if I add all of these together, it'll be a job to do that with those different denominators here, but it would add up to be 1. Now, if they ask me to make a histogram out of that, this is what it's going to look like. Rolling 2 6-sided dice. This is the sum of the dice from 2 to 12. Notice that these are the same size, and they're butted up against each other. And then up the p of x, the y-axis, I got 1/18, 1/9, and 1/6. And then I left the marks here. So this information here, 2 and 1/36 here, 3 and 1/18 here, and so forth.